but I don't know.
I can kind of see me being like either bongos or like what's that really small string?
All right, should we?
Banjo.
Should we continue this conversation for when we actually start? This is the whole reason why I'm like, let's start a podcast, because we never shut up and we talk about the most random stuff, and then we're not even doing the podcast. All right, welcome.
So many interesting things to talk about.
I'm trying to start it. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the first ever Siblings Unite podcast. Siblings Unite.
Siblings Unite.
Smurfing Amy here, along with my sister Taylor. How you doing today, Taylor? There's going to be a lot of uncontrollable laughter on this podcast. And of course, I just got a text from our other sister, Courtney, the other sibling, and she will not be able to make it this episode because, she said here she has to go feed the hog. So Courtney will not be able to join us this podcast.
Shame.
So you were just off air. You were just asking me about what musical instrument I would be if I were a musical instrument.
Well, no. Like, a specific musical instrument that would define you. Like, that would be your theme.
Like a spirit animal, or?
Like if you were, like, in a movie or a cartoon or whatever, they would always, like, have that instrument, like, within, like, your walking segment or, like, your theme song.
Yeah, so probably not maraca then, because I mean, well, I don't know why I said maracas. It was the first thing that came to my mind, but
that says a lot.
I mean, I'm not,
that comes to your mind, that says a lot.
Does it? What does maracas say about me?
It says that you're loose. You like to have fun.
I'm loose.
Like you're not like you're relaxed.
And you were saying bongos.
Either bongos or a banjo. I don't know.
Oh, banjo. Wow. Yeah, we're getting kind of... Yeah, because bongos remind me of, like, for some reason, they remind me of Donkey Kong, I think because of the Donkey Country, I don't know. What was the game where you had to play the bongos on the Wii?
Wasn't that N64?
Was that 64? Oh, you know what? Yeah, I think you're right, actually.
Didn't one of our cousins have that game? We could never play it on our own, but they could play because they had, like, a special... whatever.
No, you needed that cartridge to put into the N64 that like increased like the RAM or whatever.
That was weird.
It just made it more powerful. Essentially, it was like an add-on. Yeah. But I don't think that was the same game.
I didn't understand that.
But that wasn't the same game that you used to where you actually used the bongos. I think that was a different game. Yeah, like you're talking. You're thinking of Donkey Kong 64, I think. Yeah, I know. We couldn't just look up shit like you are right now.
No, we could not. It was GameCube.
GameCube?
Donkey Kong Jungle Beat.
Jungle Beat, yeah, because it was a rhythm game. The one you're thinking of is Donkey Kong 64. It was just the DK on the 64.
See that? It took like less than 10 seconds.
Yeah, man. What a day and age where we can just take something out of our pocket and look up any piece of information, Like,
oh, hey, who was so-and-so and so-and-so? Let me check. And figure it out.
It makes being
satisfaction.
It makes being an idiot like me much easier to get through. But man, Linus is making a lot of noise.
All right.
So, the Game Awards were on... was that Friday night?
Thursday night. Thursday night, yeah.
My days are all messed up right now. Thursday night, yeah. It was late. It went... it didn't start till like 10 or something. And didn't wrap up till after midnight, I think. But
I didn't watch it.
You didn't watch it?
I saw the trailers that morning of things that I was interested in, though.
Yeah, that was the fun stuff. I know it has nothing to do with the awards or anything like that, and it's not celebrating the past year of gaming. Like, you know, new announcements and things like that. But it's definitely the most fun, I think. The first big one that we got, or the first one that, you know, that I was paying attention to was Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Of course.
Exclusive for the Switch. That's amazing. That's
pretty interesting, yeah.
Yeah, because that was those original games were both original games were on the Xbox.
Yeah.
And then
I
think they made them for the 360 as well when the 360 came about. But I mean, original Xbox, the big bulky controllers and everything.
I remember playing that.
We always played them together, and then
I can still hear the coin sounds.
Yeah, collecting the coins you buy, like. Every hero that they had, you know, you could unlock classic suits and classic outfits, and
it was fun.
Such a fun game.
And then there was an announcement that I know I'm super excited about because I've been a fan of the series for a while now, which was Dragon Age 4. You know, hashtag the Dread Wolf rises.
Yeah, I love Dragon Age. Love me some Dragon Age, but
never finished any of the games.
No, I finished Dragon Age 2.
Oh, you finished Dragon Age 2. Like,
which is
the shortest game of the bunch.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever.
Wow.
Well, Inquisition is something I recently went to go play again because I want to finish that game and I want to play way more of it. And of course, my disc is all scratched up, and I'm waiting.
You have a disc?
Yeah.
That's right. You always need to get the games on discs. Guess what happens to discs?
Yeah. No. Yeah. They get all scratched up. But I'm waiting just for a sale or something because right now I think I can get the Game of the Year edition for like $30, but
it's gotten cheap.
I've seen it for like 10. So
but previously there was maybe a few days before the teaser popped out where one of the devs on Twitter was saying we wouldn't be seeing the game for maybe another 3 years. So it's like I'm super hyped up about Dragon Age. I just installed Dragon Age Origins and Dragon Age 2 on my computer, and then I've been playing another playthrough for Dragon Age Inquisition on my PS4. So it's like I'm all hyped up, but
I guess I should get into playing more PC stuff if I had a better PC, but I would love to go back and play Dragon Age 2 and
I mean those two. I'm not sure about Dragon Age Inquisition. For the first two games, they don't like my computer can run them pretty easily. You know? They're not super like crazy with the graphics. Pretty simple game.
For anybody who doesn't know, I just been a console gamer my whole life. Never had a good spec computer really or anything, so I just never really got into the PC stuff. The most really I ever, you know, besides some indie games or whatever, is, you know, Guild Wars 2, which was, you know, any MMO. I would pay on the low settings anyway, but yeah, and even then low settings for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love Dragon Age. I didn't quite, as you know, as pumped as I am for the next one.
Wow.
I was a little confused with the trailer. I don't,
because you haven't finished it.
Well, yeah, because I don't really know anything about Solus. Like even when I played, I don't think my interactions were with Solus. So
because you don't. Okay, so my first playthrough, I was a Dalish elf. I was a girl. I romanced Solus, and then you learn stuff about him, and then your heart is crushed, and then Dragon Age 4. Where he's gonna fuck. So I'm pumped.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything as big as Dragon Age Inquisition was, and you know, I mean, they're always upping. Who does it? It's Obsidian, right? Or no, BioWare. Not Obsidian. BioWare.
The thing is, like, I know the teams are kind of different between Mass Effect and Dragon Age, but just with like the disappointment that came with Mass Effect Andromeda. Like, I'm not sure if the teams are the same, but I just hope it doesn't make the same mistakes.
Isn't it BioWare doing Anthem?
Yep, that's their current IP right now.
Okay.
It's going to be coming out soon.
So, at the Game Awards, they had some guy come out from Obsidian and they just showed like a new Anthem trailer.
BioWare.
BioWare? Why
BioWare.
did I say Obsidian?
Because Obsidian actually popped a trailer and gave some shade to Bethesda.
Ah, yes, but let's get right back to that. We'll get right back to that. Yeah, put a pin in that. Put a pin in that. All right, we'll get right back. So BioWare, so a guy from BioWare came out. They showed the new Anthem trailer, and even he was like, "Oh yeah, man, we're so excited for the future of what's coming, like what the next thing's gonna be." And then they dropped the Dragon Age trailer, which it looks like. Are you grabbing it right there? Or?
I am. I wanted to. Well, this is the Outer Worlds from Obsidian.
What is? Oh.
I wanted to get that set, but we can still talk about BioWare.
No, just that they have no faith in this Anthem game, and it looks so generic, and it looks like a Destiny clone, which is too bad,
That's what all the fans are kind of sad about. It feels like they're just rehashing stuff that's already been done.
It's like,
and the fan base, they're like, they want them to focus on Dragon Age. People are worried that Anthem is going to ruin BioWare, and then they won't be continuing with Dragon Age, but
I mean that's already been in development for a while. Plus, this Outer Worlds game looks like it's
this is
pretty
Obsidian
much
now.
God damn.
BioWare, Obsidian,
right.
Bethesda, so many.
Yeah. So the Outer Worlds is Obsidian.
Yeah.
They're the guys that did Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
And like South Park Stick of Truth.
The original Fallout.
And the original Fallout, yeah.
Want me to
like
pop
the top view one or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just saying, I'm sick of video games that I don't like video games that look like that generic video game person in a spacesuit, and then they dissolve into blue. I don't know. Anthem looks so generic. It looks lame.
I have no interest in Anthem, so I haven't been watching anything about it. I'm sick of multiplayer games. I want a single story game.
Yeah, I know. That's what was disappointing with Fallout 76.
Oh my god. Okay, we can.
But
why don't we watch The Shade before we get into 76? So I'm gonna pop this open.
All right, guys. So this is the Outer Worlds, new game coming from Obsidian, and it world premiered at the 2018 Game Awards.
One question first. Are you feeling anything that can be construed as explosive cell death? No? Wonderful. Let's get started.
It's like Rick. Hey, Morty.
A little bit.
Hey, Morty, check it out. I'm in a game.
It looks pretty though.
It does, yeah.
Galaxy, the frontier of space.
It's like...
It reminds me a little bit of Borderlands.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Borderlands, almost Bioshock Infinite.
Yeah. Some Mass Effect. A little bit.
Nah, I don't know.
But I feel a lot of the Borderlands.
They should just remaster the first two Mass Effects.
They should.
Put them out on the Switch.
They should.
To choose, and you have to choose now.
So is this game?
You know you didn't have to shoot either one, right? But it's fine, I guess. You just keep being you.
So they're making fun of the fact that in the games where you make choices, what?
It's so funny how that came up right when Bethesda is facing all of these complaints. Like, hey guys, by the way, we made the good Fallout games.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a punch in the dark.
Yeah. But I'm interested in seeing, how this is.
Yeah.
Because Obsidian, one thing that they do very well is characters. Like, their characters always have some great backstories, great Like, just great storylines.
Which was the main thing missing in 76. Fallout 76, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, whatever. I do feel like it looks kind of generic, though. Or just something, nothing new. Looking at this, I've played this game before, I feel like.
That's true.
But,
I want to see more about the companions. I want to see more about what the storyline is. But Obsidian's always put out some good games. I'm interested.
Yeah. No, yeah. South Park Stick of Truth.
They've done, what was it?
What else?
I can't think of it. Pillars of Eternity, I believe.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was Obsidian.
Oh, okay. Wow. That's an older RPG, right?
A few years.
Pillars
Right?
of Eternity. I'm trying to remember.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, I don't think I've played the game because I can't think of it, but I've heard of it before. I don't know. Pillars of Eternity. But isn't there already like multiple sequels of that?
Yeah, it's by Obsidian.
It is? Okay. Yeah.
I think Pillars of Eternity 2 just came out this year, I believe.
But they didn't have anything to do with the sequel?
They did.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, they did. But again, great characters.
Yeah, come on, Bethesda.
Oh, Bethesda.
But Microsoft... did Microsoft buy Obsidian?
Yeah.
They did. Okay. So going into the next generation of consoles, the new IP. So, but this one's coming out for the PlayStation, it said.
Yeah, PS4,
but going
Xbox
forward,
One.
Obsidian will be console exclusive to Microsoft?
I'm not sure. I don't know. I would be bummed if that was the case. But we'll just have to see.
So, what else? What else at the Game Awards was announced? The Game Awards itself was funny. I mean, Red Dead Redemption was just sweeping. I mean, they were getting all the awards. So I'm like, oh well, it's gonna be no shock. Game of the Year is gonna go to Red Dead, which I'm totally fine with.
God of War?
Yeah, out of
They won a few.
no, God of War won one other award, but then out of nowhere, God of War just wins Game of the Year. But I mean, Red Dead was sweeping. I mean, they had like 4 or 5 wins, and they were like the big ones, like best character went to the guy who played Arthur Morgan.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, nothing.
Surprising, but compared to the other couple games.
It was awesome. They had Phil Spencer, Reggie, and the Sony guy, like all up on there, like all up on stage at once. It was like the first time you ever saw all of them like share the stage, and they're all It was funny. It was cute.
Aww.
And then the other highlight was the guy that played Kratos in God of War. Him and the boy that played the boy, who looks just like the character in the game. Like they used his likeness, like to the same bone structure, everything looks just like the kid in the game. They were announcing an award, and so they're flipping the results.
Yeah.
And Kratos goes, and the award goes to, and then the kid is supposed to say it, but he just kind of stalls. And then the guy that plays Kratos goes, "Say it, boy." It was pretty funny. I was cracking up.
Yeah.
But yeah, what do you think about God of War winning Game of the Year?
So, still haven't finished the game. Still haven't finished Red Dead 2.
You haven't finished God of War?
No.
And you didn't finish Spider-Man. Am I the only one that played any of these games? And I've
been playing them. I just haven't.
And I beat Celeste. The only game what else? It was for some reason It just kind of felt out of place. But Assassin's Creed Odyssey was also up for Game of the Year. And like, which is strange, over like Detroit Human, and maybe there would be like another one or two that you thought you would think would have gotten the nomination over yet another Assassin's Creed game. I don't know, but I didn't play that, so.
No, I haven't played that one either.
I'm glad God of War got something though.
Yeah,
I mean, Red Dead
it was a
sweet.
fun game.
Although I do think I would have given it to Red Dead. I mean, that game is incredible.
It's a good game.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good.
So good. Cowboys. Redemptions. Oh, people dying. Red Dead 2.
Yeah, I can't wait for Red Dead 3. We
Oh,
want it,
gosh.
Rockstar.
What will they even do?
Yeah, I
Another
don't know.
Prequel?
Yeah, keep
Prequel
going.
to a prequel?
Or, do a whole separate story. You know what? I want
They can do
to...
separate stories.
Yeah, do a completely... it doesn't even have to involve John Marston at all.
Yeah.
So by the end of the game, I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't want to be John Marston. I just want to continue playing as Arthur.
Arthur. He's a good protagonist.
Oh, amazing. I like him better than John Marston.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I'm
do.
definitely more involved in this game than I had been with Red Dead Redemption. Like, I played that game a lot, but this one, it captures me more.
Sucks you in.
Yeah.
Mm.
The online aspect, not so much. But,
So every so often, I've been just signing in.
yeah.
And it sucks. Like I want to get to my next mission. Like I want to play the online story, and
Yeah.
on my way, I just have NPCs kill me, or not NPCs, just people killing me, just people that are on the server, and it's so annoying. So I'm just trying to get somewhere, and like I'll be like, you can't pause online, obviously, so I'll be looking in the map, and then all of a sudden my character dies.
Yeah.
And I'm like, come on.
To me and a horse and
So
it's like,
annoying.
all right, it's funny, I know, but
I wish
come on.
people would I wish people would role play better and play online games better. It's what like Todd Phillips was not Todd Phillips, Todd Howard was saying
But
about Fallout 76. The people are going to be the NPCs. There are no NPCs. But people, I understand people don't play games like that. People are assholes. Like, if you watch Angry Joe's review, he's like, people are assholes. Nobody's going to... But, like, it would be amazing if people would actually, like...
I see people role-playing more on MMORPGs.
Yeah,
on,
because you have...
computer games. It's not so much on the consoles. You have a different population playing on the consoles compared to the PCs.
You have a
In some
mature
ways.
player base playing online, MMOs, joining the servers, as mature as you're going to get, but...
That's mature.
Hmm.
But very disappointed with 76. I tried my best to like it. I was trying to find everything I could that I liked about the game, but ultimately I just came to this point and it was like, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do. It's a game that's supposed to be going on forever, but there's nothing to do.
Now, another thing that came out of the Game Awards, and I'm super excited about, is they announced the very first DLC pack for
I saw that.
for Super Smash Brothers.
I'm pretending Super Smash Brothers isn't out right now.
Yes. See, both myself and my sister are waiting until Christmas to play this game.
Yeah.
So while the world is already getting good at Smash and, unlocking the billion characters, we're only getting worse. We're not getting good. But yes, the first DLC is going to be Joker from Persona 5. So you
Kind of random.
super. Oh my! I would have never have guessed. Never have guessed that. Super psyched, and that means one of those games is getting a port over the Switch.
Definitely.
Yeah, so super excited about that. And I will, if it's Persona 5, if they do Persona 5 and put it for the Switch, I'll buy the game again. To play that in bed, laying in bed.
That was your 2017 game of the year, right? Did it
Yeah.
come out last year?
Was that last?
2 years ago, 2016.
No, that was the year, but I think I played it in 2017.
Okay.
Or no, I had finished it because that game came out 2016, I think. I think. Oh, man, I'm trying to remember. No, last year my game of the year was everybody else's Breath of the Wild. Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good
Last year though, I played a lot of fantastic games. But the year before that was great too. Nier Automata. It was Nier Automata and Persona 5 for me.
That's right.
Those were my two big ones. I think Persona 5 would have won. But 2016, wasn't that the year Final Fantasy 15 came out?
Yeah, I remember you playing that one for a while too.
It was, and man,
It wasn't last Christmas. It was 2 Christmases ago.
that game did not get there. Maybe it did, and maybe I just wasn't following it as closely. But I don't think that game got the recognition it deserved. I
From
thought that.
the media platform I was on, I saw a lot of people talking about it.
Did you?
But,
Yeah, nobody was talking about it on Twitter or anything. At least from now what I saw. But that game was incredible.
ooh, speaking of Final Fantasy, do you know what just dropped today?
No, I was at work.
I'm gonna show you.
I was at work all day. What are we doing a video? Should I
We're doing a video. I think this is it.
Ooh, you know what? I did see that this dropped, but I did not watch it.
Hold on. So that's right. Was it Hikaru Utatara and Skrillex?
Skrillex did the music?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I want you to watch this. Try to figure out who everybody is and tell me what you think is going on.
I'm already lost. I don't remember. I don't. Wait, was that Maleficent? Wait, are they?
Just watch.
Sora, no!
No.
What are they? They're eating popsicles? What the heck? This is ridiculous. I do like the music, though.
Good music.
What is that, cowbell?
Leonard Nimoy.
Leonard Nimoy's in this?
He had voiced him in a previous
game, yeah, because he died,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yes. So woof.
So
tell me your thought.
What was I trying to paying attention? Oh, I love the art on the case.
It's always so gorgeous. I want you to tell me what you think this game is going to be about based on that opening.
Wow, January 29th.
Soon.
What the game is going to be about, you asked?
Based on that opening.
I don't even know. I'm so lost with the Kingdom Hearts stories and everything. It's going to be about Sora, end of the world. Sora, did it show Roxas?
Yep.
It did. Man. So is this the game? Are there any games that are out now that take place after this game? Or will this be at the end of the timeline?
So far, this will be at the end of the timeline, but it's not. I believe he said it's not the end of the story yet.
Okay, so it is a continuation.
Yeah.
In terms of there's nothing.
No. But there are HD cinematics that they released that you can watch for some of those more portable games that weren't on the consoles, like 365 Flash, whatever days, things like that. Chain of Memories, maybe.
I mean, the music was fun and everything, but it didn't have any Disney. I mean, it showed Mickey and Donald, but
it showed Goofy. It showed
Goofy.
Donald.
Yeah,
it showed
regular. I mean, where's my Elsa? Where's my girl at?
Ooh, should we watch more Kingdom Hearts?
I mean, if you want to.
It's fine.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say except for I know I'm gonna right before this game come out. I'm sure there's a video somewhere on YouTube that's just the story in 20 minutes, and they'll just sum it up.
Probably not 20 minutes. Probably like 2 hours.
Yeah, you need like a day to figure out what's going on.
But once you get it, it makes sense.
Yeah. My friend Chris, I remember one day he tried to explain it all to me, and yeah, it didn't go so well. Like my brain, part of my brain melted, and I'm like, I have no idea. And I mean, it's been so long. We were kids when the first games came out. So it's been so long since I've played, and I've never I played one of the
you played the
extra ones that came out on PSP.
Okay.
Chain of Memories, or one of them. I don't know. There's so many.
That was like a card game one.
Oh, what was the app that we played a couple years ago?
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
For some reason, my phone just stopped. It kept on crashing on my phone, so I had to stop playing it.
But it's a great idea. I mean, it's like Final Fantasy meets Disney. I mean, it's fun. I want to know,
duck voice.
Are there going to be... Have they said anything about there being any Marvel characters or anything in these?
I've seen.
I know that was big speculation for a while. Or,
what's Big Hero 6? Is that Marvel?
Big Hero 6 is Marvel. Yeah.
I believe
and
that
you're right.
Be.
I think you're right. Because I think I either saw something or I read something about it.
But dude.
Or I'm thinking about
hanging out with Spider-Man.
What is it? Sora hanging out with Spider-Man, yeah. That meme of Bobby Hill. Well, it was like, please Disney, buy Fox so that we can put Bobby Hill in Kingdom Hearts 3. And then he's got like Bobby Hill with like anime Goku hair.
Oh my god.
Oh, it's so good. It's like one of my favorite memes. Ugh.
So good.
So, what else? What have you been currently playing?
Besides all the Dragon Age games at once?
Yo, you mentioned that. You're really playing all those 3 right now, or?
Yeah.
I know. While
how long it lasts.
Well, I just beat that indie game Owlboy. So I had picked it up for the Switch a while ago. Really fun. It's like a 10-hour game. Really, really cute characters, cute story. And then to hold me over until Smash, I just downloaded Katamari Damacy Reroll.
Okay.
So that was a game Mole and I played, back in the day, as kids and everything. He showed me that game, and it was so bizarre, so weird. Just like this. Have you ever seen it or play it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've never played it, but I know of it.
It's like the stars go missing, and you're this like little, I don't know what you are, this little prince,
little alien boy,
little alien prince guy. And you roll around this ball that's called a Katamari, and you just roll it and pick up shit.
Yeah.
And your ball gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're just rolling shit around the world until you're like rolling around houses, and it's just, I don't know. It's like therapeutic, but it's a lot of the missions are like time based, so you have a certain amount of time and you have to get the ball this big, Yeah. But it's fun, and then the god, like your father, basically, because you're this like little alien prince guy, like the king, he like turns your balls of shit into stars, and then so you start making the stars reappear. And there's like this little cute like these little like animation cinematics where it just shows these like Japanese kids looking up at the sky, and they're like, Mom, where are the stars? And the mom's like, shut up. Like, what are you talking about? I don't know. It's a really fun game. I like it a lot. But it just it just released the same day as Smash. So I think it's getting a little overlooked. So we gotta show that game some love because it's
I'm
fun.
surprised. I don't know who owns that game, but I'm surprised they were never part of
No idea.
Smash Brothers.
Yeah, even like in the background or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
I don't know like all that stuff.
Well, those games were on. What was that? That original game was on for the PlayStation 2, PS2. So maybe, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of the games that are in Smash now have been on the PlayStation 2 or PlayStation 3 or PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Well, Nintendo is getting so much more liberal with teaming up with these other companies,
Well,
and I don't know.
Good.
It's cool.
Who cares about console wars? Just make good games and let people play it. Who needs exclusive crap?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
oh no,
exclusives.
Microsoft is giving you another exclusive multiplayer game.
I mean,
Oh darn.
exclusives are good because they drive companies to make better games because if Sony is making an exclusive game for their console, they want to make this game big. They want to make this game good.
Yeah.
Would we have a God of War? Would we have a Spider-Man that good? Like a Spider-Man game that good?
Okay.
For
But still,
you know.
even just porting it.
Not
to
every
other
company is
consoles.
Rockstar,
Yeah, that's true.
But so I do think consoles exclusives are good. It's just I just wish they're good exclusives for all the systems and just really fun stuff.
Like Kingdom Hearts, it was always just on PlayStation. But now look, it can be on the Xbox One too.
Yeah. Well, back in the day, I mean, Final Fantasies were on Nintendo, but then Nintendo, I think what happened there was when they started using discs, Nintendo refused with the N64 to use compact discs, and they opted to do cartridges instead. And so Final Fantasies went to PlayStation because they could fit cutscenes and they could fit more material on the discs. And so that was kind of how they lost the Final Fantasy franchise for a while on Nintendo systems. But now they're bringing the last E3, they announced like a ton of Final Fantasy games for the Switch. Just remasters, like remaster of 7, Final Fantasy World, and all that. So that'll be fun. All the old Final Fantasies are good. What was the terrible one? 13.
Titus?
What? Titus?
Is that the 8th, 10th game?
10th? No. The 10th game was a good one.
Was it?
Final Fantasy 13 was the one that came out when the PS3 launched, I think.
I don't know.
But
I was never really into that
much. I had to watch Mole play it. And it sucked.
Oh, was that with lightning?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
remember
It
that
was
one.
super linear. It starts off in like a space station. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that one.
But maybe if I were the one playing it, I would have enjoyed it a little bit more, but I don't know.
I don't know.
I thought I had a video that I wanted to show you, but now I can't remember what it was.
I have a video I can show you in the meantime.
Oh, if you have something, yeah.
Ben, the soldier's here with us, folks, and I want to talk to him because, Ben, it's my understanding that there is a war
going on
right now. Am I right?
Am I right on this?
There are 2 wars.
2 wars!
Two wars all that
And
the States of America is engaged in
both of these wars.
Are these wars happening on
Ladies and
US
gentlemen,
soil?
this is what made us want
I
to
think-
do a podcast.
I think this is the this is the spot.
We have
This
so
is
many interesting things.
We talk about how you used to bang.
this was that's how I was gonna start the show. I was going to do that act and I forgot.
Yeah, we keep on forgetting.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a lot of It's Always Sunny references
A lot.
in this podcast, I think. A lot of It's Always Sunny references.
And it's just going to be two things. So many interesting things to say.
So many interesting things.
Two
Wars. Now, I think I've already shown you this at some point.
Yes.
I just gotta say, in the mix of, the Pokemon Let's Go games coming out and everything, I didn't realize how big Eevee was.
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, Pikachu's, been the mascot since I was a kid, when we were kids and the anime came out. But I did not know Eevee was this big. Like, and this is the Eevee March song right here, guys.
Soft and squishy.
Evolution. Petting. I could listen to this song all day.
Oh my gosh. Do you want to talk about your opinions on how Pokemon Let's Go was?
Yeah. Yeah, let me get rid of this for a second now. We can wait, let me get a picture of Eevee actually. There we go. Yeah, so Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee dropped a few weeks ago. And I finished it. I beat it. I didn't complete the Pokedex yet. I was close. And I do plan on completing it at some point, but yeah, I liked it. When I played again, so I got the Pikachu edition, but I'm gonna get the Eevee one anyway. But when I get the Eevee one, what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna use Eevee. I'm gonna take them right out of my party. Excuse me.
You can do that?
You can, yes. You don't have to have them in your party. They'll stay on your shoulder or your head, but you can take the partner Pokemon and remove it from the actual fighting party. Oh. And I'm going to do that because this game was so easy. The Pikachu that I had just one shot everything, just fainted everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
but because they could learn different moves that they typically don't know.
Right? Not just that, but their stats were maxed out, like completely maxed out. Well, you'll see because they kind of changed the way the stats are a little bit, where you can feed all your Pokemon. So rare candy, right? It levels your Pokemon right up. Well, they have candies for every single skill stat. So there's like a hard candy, and it raises your defense by 1, and vice versa. So they have a candy for every stat, and you could just keep feeding your one Pokemon and just completely boost and max out their stats if you had enough candies. So you could have, and like in the original games, they're dependent on their gender and their nature and things like that. Their stats could change, and you could have a better Pikachu than another Pikachu or whatever. But in this game, you can really max a Pokemon out if you want to. You can choose what you want to max out, and it's cool. It makes the game incredibly easy. Like, there was no challenge whatsoever. It's a Pokemon game. I'm going to play it. I like Pokemon. And it was definitely nostalgic. Going through Kanto again for the third time, because they've already technically remade these games with Fire Red and. But a lot of the game was a hand holding all the way through, really easy. So when I play Eevee, Let's Go Eevee, I'm going to not use Eevee, and I don't know what else I could do to make this game a little bit easy. Not use any of those candies to raise stats.
Only use Pokeballs.
Only use Pokeballs.
Make it a
Pokeballs?
little bit tougher. Yeah.
Oh, in terms of catching? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it took me a while, but every legendary bird that I caught, Zapdos, Articuno, Moltres, I caught all 3 of those with Pokeballs.
I can confirm Zapdos and Articuno. I can't confirm Moltres.
Well, I'm confirming Moltres. You'll just have to take my word for it. But yeah, I caught all those 3 birds with straight up Pokeballs. I like the new catching mechanic. I mean, at least it's different. Breaks the game up. I mean, it is, where
So, like,
a wild Pokemon come and you have to weaken it and then throw the Pokeball. I mean, at least here you can just.
but I like that. Like, I saw you play.
Mhm.
I mean, I like that at Pokemon games. I like, having to fight a Pokemon, having to get it down to a sliver of health, because sometimes that's the challenge. Like, there are some Pokemon that will just teleport right away. You have to use a mean look to make sure they stay.
Mm-hmm.
But
And they address that.
They tried something new.
And I like that some tougher Pokemon, and I wish this was the case I wish they had more instances this way, but where a lot of the strong rare Pokemon, like the birds, Mewtwo, even Snorlaxes, you had to defeat them, fight them, before you could try to catch them, and you had to win, and there was like a time limit. So you had a time limit to beat, and you had to beat them before you could try to catch them. But I mean, I like it. I mean, all the Pokemon games that have come out over the years are very similar. I mean, they don't change much. So I do appreciate and like that they tried something different here, and it worked. I had a good time throwing the Pokeball. I had the Pokemon Plus ball thing. It sucked using it as a controller. Like, it hurt your thumb, and like my hand would get stiff using it. But I mean, holding it, like, it looked awesome holding it, and then doing the the throwing motion and stuff. I mean, it's just fun.
It's a novelty thing.
Whatever. But using it in handheld mode was the easiest way to throw the Pokeballs and to aim. I mean, it was made it 1,000 times easier than using the motion controls. The Pokeballs would just go anywhere sometimes, and it was that was kind of frustrating. In terms of like how the game looked, I thought it didn't look like a next generation Pokemon game. It looked nice, and it looked nice enough. And I love the detail on the Pokemon. I love all the different walking animations, and I loved how you could fly with some of them. Some Pokemon would carry you around. I love all that stuff, but it doesn't look next gen. Or for Pokemon, it doesn't. That's not the evolution of Pokemon I was envisioning. And I know this isn't like part of the core game series or whatever, but this is our first mainline Pokemon game on console.
Yeah.
And I was hoping for something a little bit better, I think.
But you showed me the customization part of it, and it was like, compared to what we've had in the past couple, 3DS games, it was lacking. Like, it was just a shirt. It was the same style clothes, just different looks.
There's no customization, and the hairstyles for Pikachu, cute and funny for like 2 seconds, and then you're over it. Yeah. So, I don't know.
No.
I mean, it's Pokemon.
And they tried something new, and you gotta respect them for that.
They're trying to bring in a new, a younger audience. And this is that perfect game. I mean, like, I don't have any kids or whatever, but, oh man, I could see somebody, some people our age that have kids, and they're doing the duel, throwing the Pokeballs together and stuff. And that's so much fun. And that's cool that like a parent could share that with their kid. I think adding co-op was a brilliant idea. Makes the gaming even more easier than it already is, but yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. That's my Pokemon Let's Go spiel. I tried hunting. So I beat the game like in less than 30 hours or something, and then I did try for maybe an hour or two, just kind of shiny farming or whatever you call that. I was just catching the same Pokemon. I did it for Staryu and Ghastly. Just catching a bunch of them, working the combo up. I got my combo up to something like 40 something on Ghastly.
Gosh.
And then a random Ghastly just runs away and I lose my combo. And I'm like, fuck this, I'm not doing this again. Because, the higher your combo, the more likely you are to run into a shiny. And I don't have the patience for that, because then what? What if I get one? What am I going to do with it?
It looks cute.
It looks cute, looks cool. But I'm already on to the next game. So, what am I going to do with it?
Some people like those shinies.
Yeah, I understand, with Pokebank and everything, and you're farming, and I understand in the with the Game Boy games and stuff, and you have the Pokebank, so you can share from game to game to game. This is the only game on the Switch. So what are you gonna do with that shiny? I don't know. At least right now, I'm not into it, and I never have been really, but
yeah, if it happened, it happened. If it didn't, whatever.
Yeah, so
All right, what time are we at?
let's see here. We are about 50 minutes in. So I think we got a few more things for you. I hope this is going well. I know the first episode, so we didn't really have like an outline or anything. So we're just kind of winging it. What do you think? I think it's going pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's gone amazing.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Whatever. What do you think of Pokemon Let's Go?
I haven't played it.
Oh, she hasn't played it yet.
I'm getting it for Christmas. It's gonna be Eevee.
I want Animal Crossing. I will say, I think February alone though, there's so many games coming out. And I think most of them are for PlayStation, or Xbox 2, I guess maybe. But I don't know. I am so excited for Resident Evil. We have
right.
we had already talked about Kingdom Hearts. There's a ton of them. I can't. I don't have like a list in front of me right now, but
Oof. Hopefully they're good games.
Yeah.
I was hoping 76 would catch my attention for
I
a few
was
months.
planning.
No.
I thought 76 was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be like the game to end all games. I was so hyped, and I thought
I had some hopes. I had some hopes about it, and
no.
So apparently, remember this. Bethesda needs NPCs who aren't goddamn robots. And you just don't care.
So true.
You don't care about the quest. You don't care about. It's like, what's the point of this? Who am I helping?
There might be a good voice actor here and there, and it's being read right,
there are some
but
good voice actors. There are some really. They're dead, and if those were actually if they were still part of the game, while we still had NPCs and other things, it would have made the world richer. But right now, it's just here are these holotapes with these stories, and it's like, all right, who cares? Nobody's around.
Yeah.
It could have been such a good single player game. The environment is
wonderful. I mean, like it could have been a great multiplayer game. But why okay, so why couldn't it be? And if you're going to make it open world, if you're going to make it a ton of people, a big server, whatever, but why couldn't it have been Fallout, the next Fallout game, but with you could join up with a friend or 3 other friends and make it like a squad type thing.
Yeah.
Or something
But
like that.
They had it in their head where real life people were going to be the NPCs.
Yeah,
and you know what?
that's
I had that hopes too. I wanted to be kind of like a medic person making stuff, but
that's how it like ultimately.
rarely, I never see anybody on the map sometimes, and it's like I'm not going to go to people to give them crap.
Shift the focus.
Like
Really.
they had. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go. But no, if you're 70, it's 76.
I can talk about 76 for days, but you go on.
I thought you were going to go on a long ass Dragon Age thing, but we really didn't even talk about that much.
You want me to talk about Dragon Age? We can see that for another podcast.
Yeah, it could be like the Dragon Age podcast.
Yeah. Speculations and crap.
I just wanted to shift the focus real quick over to movies and movie trailers.
No, you know I don't watch trailers.
I know you don't watch. Do you want to talk about why? I mean, we all know why, but
I don't want to get spoiled.
yeah, it's all
Maybe the first 1 or 2 trailers. Maybe just the first trailer.
I mean, that's pretty much. I mean,
but
they
once
do.
you get into the more stuff, they always just reveal crap. That is like, I wish I didn't see this because now it's going to spoil everything when I go to the movie.
Now, what I like about Marvel, what the MCU does with their trailers is they don't show you a lot, and certain scenes that they do show you, they'll change the backdrop, like they'll be using green screens or whatever, and like for the Ragnarok trailer, well, you know that scene where Kate Blanchett or Hela destroys Thor's hammer.
Yeah.
She like grabs it and then it like the backdrop in the movie, right? They're like at it's outside. They're at the Norse fields or whatever. What do you call that?
Yeah.
I know
what you mean.
All right, whatever. They're there,
They're like
right?
in Norway.
Norway or whatever. I don't know. In the trailer, it's like they're in like an alleyway. Like, they change the back. So you can't even even if you're the type of person that is doing a trailer breakdown, you're pausing scene by scene, you're like, oh, what's in the background? Where are they? What's the setting like? They really make it cryptic. They really trick you with that stuff. But as we all know, they released the new Captain Marvel trailer earlier this week. And yesterday, or was it yesterday? Yesterday or Friday? I don't know.
I'm not sure.
They released the Avengers trailer.
Endgame.
What do you think of the title?
It relates to the youth.
It was one of the.
So guys, you're gonna see Endgame today? Yeah.
It was. It's like Fortnite Endgame.
Woo!
It was. It was one of the ones that had already been teased, already been speculated. Endgame. I think it's better than Annihilation, which was another subtitle. But
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. I mean, what else? I mean, you have to name it
No,
something,
it's fine.
right? Yeah,
Fine
Endgame. It's fine.
Endgame.
What isn't that like a term in chess? Like it's like the move that could
chess.
end. It's the move before.
Checkmate.
All right,
Freaking
maybe
checkmate?
no. It's
The
I think-
Avengers.
so
Checkmate.
when you say checkmate, isn't that round called fuck you? I think I messed. Whatever. What were you gonna say? You were gonna say something.
I said everything I needed to say.
So have you seen this trailer?
No. I saw one scene of Scott being like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And they're like, "Is he real? What's up? It's me. I'm outside."
Okay. So we'll watch the trailer. We'll watch the trailer. We'll watch the trailer.
They didn't show Captain Marvel. I know that much.
They didn't. No, they don't show this and what I like about this trailer even more so than I like trailers that don't show a lot. This shows nothing, and I like that. I would have even been okay if they just showed like there's a quick shot of just no dialogue. They showed Tony Stark, they showed Steve Rogers, they showed like maybe Thor, and it's just all of them are crying. Well, no, you get hold on. Okay, because there's one part I do wanna make fun of. Let me just get it up really quick here. This trailer actually broke the. I mean, it's no surprising, right? Because it's the Avengers. It broke the most views in 24 hours record.
I believe that.
But I mean, they broke the Avengers Infinity War record. So
I saw a still of one of Spider-Man's costumes in Spider-Man Far From Home.
oh, it's the black and
Yeah.
the black and red suit. It looks awesome.
Yeah.
Looks freaking
Oh,
awesome.
spoilers, by the way. Spider-Man lives.
Yes, if you haven't seen. Well, obviously.
Like,
Okay, it's only showing me like breakdowns. Where's the one? Maybe I should just write in Marvel. Hold on.
what are you looking for? Avengers Endgame trailer?
Yup, I got it right here.
Spoilers.
I mean, who hasn't seen Infinity War?
This thing on.
Somebody.
You're probably right about that.
If you find this recording, don't feel bad about this. Part of the journey is the end.
Wasn't Nebula with him?
Just for the record, being adrift.
Yeah, you're gonna see her in like 2 seconds.
Promise of
Ah.
rescue is that sounds.
Spoiling it.
Food and water ran out 4 days ago.
Yeah, you're spoiling the trailer review.
I'll run out tomorrow morning. That'll be it. When I drift off, I will dream about you.
So sad.
It's always you.
I know how much you love Potts.
Everyone would be fine. They're probably in the Soul Gem.
You used to hate her, by the way.
I don't know why.
Yeah. Did you guys make up?
Thanos did.
Thanos walking in his garden.
Do.
I don't care about Thanos.
He wiped out
Look at this. This is it. Oh wait. Oh, back.
creatures. He was gonna do. He wiped out.
Look at that.
I miss his beard.
I missed the beard too. Just a single tear rolling down his cheek.
He's crying of happiness. This is the last time I get to be Captain America.
Okay, do you think this really is the last time? I have
He said, no, the actor said, this is it,
I
I'm
know.
done.
So
So, I mean,
I have a work friend who a colleague of mine who thinks that Chris Evans is just saying this on social media, but that he's gonna come back and
he's
go.
not that kind of guy. He's not that kind of guy.
No.
No.
You think he wants?
He's not
You
that
know,
kind of
he'll go and do Snowpiercer too.
Yeah. He's gonna play a lot of dad roles.
A lot of dad roles.
Yeah.
I don't know if you noticed there, but they show
Percent of all living creatures.
Shuri all the way to the right.
Yes.
And she-
I know.
And she, in Infinity War, she wasn't one of the ones that dissolved. So, that's a little fascinating, huh?
I mean, Scott Lang's there too, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp, he got trapped in the quantum realm.
Yeah. But
So
we don't know when that takes place, dude.
Friends.
Well, somehow he's going to escape the quantum realm, but...
Stop making assumptions.
We lost a part of ourselves.
Hawkeye!
This is the fight of our lives.
It was Ronin. Everybody already
This
knows.
is gonna work.
You don't like Hawkeye?
Not really.
What is wrong?
Because I don't know what I'm gonna do if it doesn't.
It's a good line. And look at this. Thanos is, all the dust forms the Avengers. It's pretty cool.
Hi, is anyone home? This is Scott Lang. We met a few years ago at the airport in Germany. Got really big.
Is this an old message?
Ant-Man, I know you know that.
The front door.
That's me. Can you buzz me in?
I love Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd's great.
Doesn't show anything. All it shows is that it's like, yeah, Thanos
He
wiped
did
out
what he did
half.
at the end of the
Wiped.
game.
Yeah, he wiped half
That's
of the
what-
population.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
People are sad, and that's all I want to see. Like, I just want to see this movie. I can't wait.
It's coming out in April.
Yeah, late April. It's like the 27th. I don't want to say. I'm probably got it wrong. It's late April, but yeah. And
I
then,
think they're all in the Soul Gem, the Soul Stone.
yes, I mean, there's so many. I don't know. There's so many theories as to either where everybody is or how they're going to bring everyone back. I think it's going to be, or I suspect,
Deadpool.
Deadpool. I don't think we'll see any X-Men at the
Probably
end of this
not.
movie, but
Probably not.
because technically that deal isn't. I mean, it's finalized, but it didn't click in yet. I think it's the beginning of 2019, but yeah. So that came out. Captain Marvel came out earlier in the week, and The Lion King. If we're sticking just with the Disney shit.
Oh, I saw the teaser.
Did you see that? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The teaser.
It's just I mean, with all these live action movies.
Well, it's
that
not
they're
live
doing,
action. I mean, it's literally.
It's all CGI.
Yeah, it's just
But again,
CGI.
with all of their previous other movies as well. I mean, at least some of them had child actors or had regular actors, but this one, it's all CGI, and that's fine. But they're calling it live action, which is not.
Yeah, are they calling it? I mean, that's kind of ridiculous that they would be
Pretty
called.
sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I love The Lion King. It's a classic. I don't know anybody who dislikes The Lion King.
Oh
I
man,
just-
such
I'm
a good
wondering,
movie.
What are they gonna do that's new?
Yeah, what are they?
gonna do
What are they?
that's
How are they?
completely
Yeah,
different?
how are they going to make it better? I don't think they
Yeah.
can. And
Because I can literally
you can,
just pop in The Lion King right now and watch it.
How are you going to
why
do?
do I need to spend money to see it in the theaters?
I saw something on Facebook where it was like, how are they going to do this scene? And it was the scene where it's the I just can't wait to be king, and like
CGI.
all the animals are like standing on each other like
CGI.
Well, no, I know it's CGI, but like how weird that's going to look in CGI.
It would be
Like,
very-
hold on. While we have this up.
Oy. I think we all know The Lion King. I think we can all picture that scene correctly.
Step lively.
I mean, look at that animation though. Look at
No,
that.
and
look at that coloring.
how beautiful it is. You can't recreate this in
No.
CGI and make this look
And if you
better.
go back to Beauty and the Beast, they just kept on rehashing what was in the original without making really too many changes that made it a better movie. And the fact that they didn't hindered it because you're
I
just
don't-
comparing, oh, that scene was so much better in the animation.
It was better in the animation. It's always better if it's always better animated because you can't do live action or CG what you can do in animation.
No. you can't.
And then in all these live action or live action, right, with the quotation marks, they always muddle them to make them more realistic. They always make the movie dark. And then, of course, Beauty and the Beast, I mean, a lot of the castle scenes are dark, but, I mean, they are beautiful. What's that scene that, and the Nostalgia Critic in his review talked about, and I actually recently went back and I watched the scene in the animated version when she goes into
Belle in the animated movie was the only one wearing blue. In the live action movie, you have all these other town folks wearing blue. And it was the blue in the animated movie that made her unique, that made her stand out apart from the rest of the crowd.
Sure, so that was supposed to reflect, her as a person, like how unique she was.
And that was a subtle little addition. But they don't do that in the live action. There's
the scene with the rose, like how he forbids her going into the west wing of the mansion.
Oh,
and
you mean
she walks in this room and it is torn to shreds because you don't know yet, but man,
this
like
was his room.
This was his, and man, he had some issues.
He hates him.
And it's so suspenseful, and there it is. You see the rose, and she comes up to it, and she's about to lift the glass, and then the beast, just the silhouette, right, of the beast,
his body movement.
Oh man, it's incredible. It's a terrifying scene, and the Nostalgia Critic points this particular scene out, is why I mentioned that earlier. But you watch the remake version of it, and it's pathetic. Talk about. I mean, when that movie came out, it was like, oh, the movie is shot for shot. It is not shot for shot in terms of lasting impact. Yeah.
No doubt.
But look at the screen here, Lion King, right? There is no way they're going to be able to CGI this and make
it look stupid.
What? Get off.
I beg your pardon, madam, but get off.
Classic.
That's
Classic.
funny. But yeah. But it's Lion King, so obviously I'm excited, and I'll see it. But look at the colors. You just
The colors are just so gorgeous. Look at his little bill.
Oh, look at the
There's
lion.
so much.
Oh, I will say.
Nice try, but only the king can do that.
Well, he's the future king. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have to do what I
Just
tell
look at all of that.
Yet I don't. And with an attitude like that, I'm afraid you're shaping up to be a...
Just look at their eye rolls.
They
Like,
do that.
Not the way I see it.
his little hair.
Gonna be a mighty king, so enemies beware.
Well, I've never seen a king or beast with quite so little hair.
Boink.
I'm gonna be the main event, like no king was before.
The lion, in the CGI, when Rakifi holds him up, I don't even think the cub looked that cute compared to Simba in this.
Isn't that? Real life compared to animation. Yeah.
Well,
things look cuter in animation sometimes.
I know I'm live action Lion King, and it's not really live action. But let me just skip this crap. Blah 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 blah. Okay, actually that is kind of cute. Wait a minute. Wait, okay, we go. Actually, you know what? This is gonna be the greatest movie of all time. I didn't mean what I said before.
Never mind.
Well, never mind. This is awesome. Never mind. This is adorable.
Good night, folks. That's it for the Sibling Unite podcast, where we completely disregard everything we've just been talking about for the past 10 minutes.
What?
What?
I don't know. So yeah, guys, so I think that will wrap it up for the first episode of the Siblings Unite podcast. Well, and on the cutest podcast on the internet. Look at Simba there. Siblings Unite, and
Siblings Unite.
Before we go, I just want to say. If you have any comments, please leave a comment in the comment section. And if you liked it, please like the video by clicking that like button. Like right now. Seriously, dude.
It's like a thumbs up.
Like the video. If you have any comments about how you'd like us to improve the show, if you like the setup, maybe I'll take your advice into consideration. But I'm kind of like what we got going here. We got the video here. I don't know. I think this might work. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. So,
Cool.
not sure about the second episode. Maybe we can pop another one out before Christmas. If not, I know it's like a busy time for everyone right now. But we'll see what happens.
We'll see.
But yeah, thank you very much for you guys for watching, and we'll catch you on the next Siblings Unite podcast.
Yeah.
Good night, guys. Stay cute.
Yeah.
Wait, no, we're supposed to pause.